We're along for the ride. Buy the ticket, take the ride.
Hello, and welcome to LOUDdispatch. Your hosts,
Mark.
And Cheech.
And Brandon.
And Brandon. That is correct. We are here today, brought to you in part by Random Snapple Facts.
Hell yeah.
They are our sponsors today. If you've ever drinking a Snapple and looked at the underside of the cap, you will know that they give you little tidbits of information, little facts.
Plus, you get the little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click. Do you ever just sit there, click the cap?
All the time. Yeah. I swear I have ADD, but whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I also like bubble wrap too. Like,
is that awesome dick disorder?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
All right.
It's kind of like WAP. Like, have you guys heard the Cardi B song? WAP?
No, I have not.
All right,
I've seen stuff. But no.
We're going to talk about it, but I'm going to just bring it up. So
well, here, I want to be clear on our sponsor. Snapple is not our sponsor. Snapple Facts. That's our sponsor.
Yeah.
We don't want to get sued by Snapple.
No. No. I'm going to bring up a music video on the old little tablet here because I want everybody to see this.
So this is the music. I've seen I haven't
memes
seen it.
And stuff.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen the music video.
No.
Do you know what WAP stands for?
No.
It stands for wet ass pussy.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot of sense because everything I've seen was very sexual about it.
As it should be.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
This is gonna be great. I can't wait to get your reactions. By the way, this is just a random podcast.
Oh yeah, yeah. We had a plan and that got shit on. Yeah. So we're just going to talk about shit. So
we're gonna get some reactions.
Nipples were awesome.
We're watching the WAP video, which if you haven't seen is Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Listen to this beat. Just listen to the beat here. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and.
She is a babe.
I'm not gonna disagree, but what I'm saying is we're watching this, right? And it's so random, and it's like, could you even imagine when you were a kid seeing this on MTV?
Oh hell no!
You know what I'm saying? And this is the new norm.
This is what my kid's gonna be watching.
No, that's the sad part. Is our kids are probably gonna be watching something worse than this.
Well, that's true.
You know. Can you
I actually dig it though.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's hard, but I'm saying
can't look away. It's like a fucking train wreck.
It is a train wreck.
Oh yeah.
It's like a mix between The Shining and Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. That's the way there's snakes.
Fucking snakes.
The bloody elevators everywhere. All right. So anyway,
okay, yeah,
you've seen enough. You've seen enough of the WAP video. What I'm getting at here, though, is that WAP can be interpreted many different ways.
I thought you were saying WAP like Dago.
No. I wouldn't insult. I wouldn't insult us like that. All right.
This is Italian pride.
We're all from different parts of Italy, but we're all united as one.
Italian front.
Yeah, but so you could call it wine and pizza, right? WAP could stand for wine and pizza, right? But my personal favorite is
and pizza.
Also works. I like worship and praise. I think that's really funny.
Oh, okay.
And I think because now what the concept of it is, what it actually stands for in this context, but taken out of context, it could be a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
I didn't throw it at the camera.
Those are not beer.
No.
This is Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. It's my second coffee right here. I'm gonna open, and I've already had a Bang Energy. So.
Yeah.
Whee! Why are you sweating?
Do you guys hear that? I can hear my hair grow.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's been some times.
Wait, I'm gonna slow down the world.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys.
actually worked.
Back to reality.
He would come back and he's got a mustache, like his eyebrows are dry. You gotta. That'd be hilarious. All right. Anyways,
I put on this show last night. It was called 4400, and like I started watching like the beginning of the first episode, and it was about like all these people that were abducted, and like
oh, I
throughout
remember
these
hearing
years,
about that. Yeah.
and then like randomly they're like brought back to America, like at some random place, and everybody's like, all right, we gotta find like families or something. Some of these people were like on this alien spaceship for like 60 years, so like their families are dead and gone, like you know what I mean, like.
Well, did they age?
No, they didn't
Okay.
age, which is
Okay.
the weird part. So, but like their counterparts obviously did. And like I'm just watching this and I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, this is an interesting concept, but like, I don't know, man. Like, it's kind of hard to like I'm watching it and like, yeah, there's a lot of money pumped into it, but like trying to have this be believable that like the CIA, FBI, and the local police are like all involved, and you're like,
Come on now.
I just,
Let me down.
you guys said that a meteor was coming. Now it's like a spaceship. Then it turns into a ball of light. Nobody questions any of that. They're just questioning all these people that randomly show
Well,
up.
see,
Like
Cassie will. Is this a movie or?
it's a TV show.
Like,
I think it's an old one. I
Yeah.
think it's been around for a while. It did. Yeah.
Yeah, like it did like
Um,
3 or 4 seasons or something.
Is this not like what was the other one that kind of came off the space one?
Like the 100 or
100.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like season 9.
I've been watching Lucifer lately on Netflix, and I'll tell you what, guys, it's good. It's good. It's funny. The character, the devil, is just great in it. But I like, so Cassie gets pissed off at me because I'll be watching a show, and you know, I mean, those of you that know me, I'm a gun guy, and I'm watching these things happen, and like, you know, we're watching this show, whatever the fuck it was, it doesn't matter, and they had guns, and they would be like holding somebody at gunpoint, right, and yelling at them, and then they get more pissed, and now they end up racking a round into the slide or into the chamber, right? So like, you're holding them at gunpoint with an unloaded firearm, essentially. You know, I call that shit out all the time, and she gets so irritated.
That's Hollywood for you.
Hire me. I will tell you how to do this. Nobody does that. But yeah, we'll get there someday. That was going to be today, but again, we got shit on. Yeah, Chip.
Whoa, hey.
No, actually, thanks, Chip's employer.
Yeah.
F off. Yes, it is.
So while we're on random topics here, I
Young
thought,
Gravy.
you know Young Gravy?
I know. Yeah,
Brandon, do you know Young Gravy? No.
Baby No Money is awesome
Baby,
too.
Baby No Money was actually, it was between those two, but I feel like, actually no, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do the Baby No Money. Let's
La La La.
yeah, I'm gonna show.
Love this song.
Have
dude.
you
It's such a good
ever
song.
heard of this, Brandon? I'm gonna get your reaction on this.
What's your guess?
It's just BBN $.
There it is. Yeah,
Which is funny. Yeah, it's actually Y2K.
yeah. And if you don't
All
know who we're talking about, so it's a Canadian rapper. His name is Baby No Money, but it's spelled all weird. I'll try to put my mic up so that you guys can hear it.
Is this one?
Yeah. This is Baby No Money. The other guy was Y2K.
Yeah. Now, what does this remind you of?
It's good, right? It's catchy. But so the video is very kid showy, like Pee-wee, you know?
Yeah.
More along the lines of,
This is Pee-wee's Playhouse, dog.
It is.
Like,
what was the other one?
Oh, Blue's Clues?
oh
Yeah.
my God.
The colors are more Blues Clues, but no, he was balding. So we
Yeah,
talked about
yeah,
this. He
yeah.
started balding and he didn't want to look old for the kids, so he quit and they got a new guy.
Yeah.
I thought he was a drug addict or something was the thing.
Dude, there's so
no.
many rumors
Yeah,
flying
so
around.
No,
He did
he
not
just went
die. No,
bald.
yeah.
Whoa. On the show, I
That's-
think it was Steve.
That's a big question, though. Is his name really Steve? Does anybody know? Any of the Loudies out there, let us know.
Loudies.
We
Yeah,
can-
poll. Is it Steve or is it Tyrus?
I'm gonna go with Steve.
I think Steve might be closer than. You know what? Whatever. It could be anything.
It could be.
Yeah.
So who was Blue?
Blue was the dog.
Yeah, dude.
Oh Lord.
And then there was Magenta, like
Yeah,
blue,
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I never really got that far into it.
mm.
You don't have kids yet. You know.
Right.
You know what though? I gotta say, out of all of like the
How's
TV
your
shows,
Barney collection?
Oh, dude. No, thank God nobody got into Barney yet.
my
Right.
sister was into Barney like you wouldn't believe. And
So was mine.
no, dude. Like Barney's like a thing of the past. Like I agree,
That's scary.
I
but
think
like
I think we realized that making a vicious predator like a T-Rex into a kid's fucking thing is probably not a good idea.
Painting him purple.
Kids are like going up to like vicious bears now, like, oh, it's just a big bear, because they're not afraid of shit now.
right.
You know.
Well, and we
Same with like WAP.
we're just desensitizing
We
them
are.
slowly.
Our kids are gonna get boners at like 6.
I mean,
Oh,
but then again, like you look at other countries and like you see like what
nudity is
they're
yeah.
like, I mean, it's a fact of life. Like we are put on this planet to reproduce because you know what I mean. Like
Yes, but listen, so their nudity isn't like that's like a shower scene where a woman's having a conversation with her husband, getting out of the shower, and you
right.
see she's topless, and it's like, okay, that's just life. Our kids are going to be subjected to Cardi B in almost nothing, talking about wet ass pussies and stuff, and it's slightly more sexualized in America, I think. And, yeah, well, sarcasm tag, sorry.
Like you go to other countries and
Yeah.
like people don't think of it as the way we look at it. Like
Right.
it's not so censorized in other countries.
Yeah,
I mean, they have broadcasting with
it's the norm.
naked weather people and
Making news. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but that's in America too.
We make it this way. But think about it. If you were born and nobody ever said anything about it,
Oh, yeah, no.
clothes,
It's normal.
it'd be normal, you know?
Seeing a pair of boobs would be like, okay, it's
Yeah.
like seeing guys with the shirt off, and that's how it should be.
Tits are tits.
Tits are tits. I got
Greg,
nipples.
Can you milk me?
I got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? You can milk anything with nipples.
Oh my
We did that
God.
totally backwards, though.
Yes, we did. So how did we get to this topic?
I
Who
have,
cares?
I don't know, man.
Segue.
Like, yeah, but that's what this whole episode's about. So just like
Yeah. This is just randomness today.
randomness today. That's why I said I'm sure there's going to be a couple more that come to me, but
Quick scan. Quick scan complete.
computer's doing all kinds
have
of stuff.
2 bad files.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Only two?
They're malicious
It's
though.
been a slow porn week.
Don't use this for that. Come on now. That's why we have cell phones, people.
Goddamn right. Waterproof cell phones too.
Hey man, for those anyway, we're not even gonna go there.
Oh wait, we need color. What the hell are we doing under white light? Oh, other way.
Set the mood, brother.
Whee!
That's how this day is going. Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is a Sunday.
But tell me, Loudies, is this not a better color on us?
Yeah.
Blue or
Does
green?
it not make us
Green looks
look?
too yellow. It just looks like dim light. So.
Yeah, I agree. It looks like we're in a basement or something crazy like that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
God,
so fucking weird.
We can't have that.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, man. We put so much money into this. Do you know how expensive these fucking speakers that don't work are?
83. This is a 60s couch.
Yeah, dog. What do you? Vintage. Yeah, I mean, our production assistant really went all out.
Who, you?
What's his name?
Cheech.
Steve.
Frank.
Karen.
Karen. What is a male Karen? I saw this and I don't know. Is it Keith? Or is it
I think you can make
Kevin?
it. You can make it whatever the fuck you want it to
Well,
be.
does it have to start with a K, number 1?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it should.
I think it should. Yeah, just
There's not a whole
to
lot of
play-
K names,
stay in
right?
that- We'll go with
Kevin,
Kevin.
Keith.
I like
Kevin's good.
I like
Kevin's more standard, like
Kevin.
like
Let me
Karen.
see your manager.
Karen.
What are you
I want
doing?
to talk to the manager.
I want to talk to the manager right meow. Sorry, so did you say meow? So randomly, I'm going to change the topic. So I watched this movie this morning, and it was called The Taking of Deborah Logan. Watched it on Tubi. My brother was like, dude, first off, I love terrible horror movies. Like, the worse the better, like the indie the better, like, let's do it. But so my brother was really like, yo, you have got to watch this. Like, yeah, I'm good. He was like, you've got to watch this. Like, it'll blow your fucking mind. Like, it's terrible. You're going to love it. Like, you know, it's one of those like found footage films. And it's about this like woman who's like going through Alzheimer's, and or at least so you think. And dude, like, it was fucking weird, but like it was also terrible. Like, there's a lot of shit, and like, so I watched the whole fucking movie, obviously, because I'm going to. But then like last so then last night, Faith and I were looking through this app called Tubi, right? And we were looking for like kids shows to watch because Vienna was up, and like we were getting ready, and like we're watching, we're going through, and we're like, oh, Puss in Boots. And like, it's like a B version of like Puss in Boots. Like it was like, and then there was like another one called like The Cold Town, but it was
Frozen.
like, yeah, but it was like Frozen, only like, like
all kinds of those.
holy
all
shit.
kinds of those. And
That-
some of them are good.
Now wait a second. There was another movie that we started, and we only got about 5 minutes in before we realized we can't do this anymore. It's called the Hungover Games.
Nice.
Okay. So I
Sounds
see
great.
this, I see this, and like me and my stupor, I'm like, oh, the Hungover Games. This has got to be like, and I click on it, and just to like see the picture, right? And like the dudes look like everybody from The Hangover. Like the casting director was like really good at
Spot
casting.
on.
But like then you start the movie, and you're like, yeah, you're like something is off about this, like really off, and but like it's fucking with you, and like. Yeah, Faith and I were watching it, and I would just looked over at her, and I was like, "So we're changing this, right?" She's like, "Absolutely, yeah. I don't know what the hell you were waiting for." Like, no.
No.
What is Eurovision?
That's not Will Ferrell.
Did you enjoy stuff?
I loved
It's the
Step
same
Up.
thing, right? Okay.
Oh. For those of our loudies who have not seen Anchorman, or,
Oh, I love Anchorman.
or have you guys ever seen The Goods? Buy Hard, Sell Hard.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, that's another Judd Apatow film that
One of
like.
the best.
Dude, there's so many quotable lines in it.
Oh,
It's like,
such a great
sell the metal, like it's karaoke.
What's his name?
Oh,
Salesman. Not Jack, is it Jeremy?
yeah, Jeremy Piven.
Yeah, Jeremy
Oh, I
Piven.
love Jeremy Piven.
He's the main
so
character.
good in that
He's
movie.
so fucking
Have
good.
you seen Entourage?
Oh,
The show?
Yeah,
Yes,
dude.
yes. I mean, he's the best character, Ari Gold.
Mhm.
But so segue. That's all you have to say to change topics.
Absolutely.
Broken Lizard, right? They're the ones that do Super Troopers. and
Yeah.
stuff. Why? Where? Potfest. Come on.
I know. come
Right.
on.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
What-
so
What the
all
fuck are you
hanging.
waiting for?
there's
You show us Willie,
yeah.
and then you leave us hanging.
Well, so I read something once where they were like, when they released Super Troopers 2, they were like,
It's like
please
masturbating
go
without the
see this.
payoff.
Please go see this in the theaters. That's how we'll get to make these other films, you
Which
know.
is true.
And
yeah.
people really didn't.
Yeah.
And, you know,
the
and-
Beer Fest was
Well, but
phenomenal.
they're actually all self-funded. They did
Yeah.
Super Troopers 2 all on a Kickstarter or whatever.
Yep.
GoFundMe. And I'll tell you what, like I put into that one, I'll put into another one.
Absolutely.
Like Potfest. Come on, guys. Broken
Yeah.
Lizard. Let's roll.
I
So
mean,
wait.
dude, Super Troopers. The first time in the movie is by far the funniest
Oh
thing
my God.
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
One of my favorite movies.
It's incredible.
So let's just put this in perspective, right? Like you used to have all these like production houses that would pay for like people to put out movies, right? Especially if they've had movies that have made money in the past, and you still do. However,
Bill and Ted.
when you think about like where the market's going, right? Like there is no such thing as a video store anymore. Like think about that for one. Okay. Two, really, there's not going to be too many movie theaters after this pandemic. So you're turning more and more towards like getting your entertainment from your television set
Streaming and stuff.
and
Yeah.
just streaming it. Yeah. Like, and so when you look at Netflix, right? Like Netflix is a company that makes so much money. How many people they have like something ridiculous like a 150 million subscribers or something like that. And if you're just thinking about that and paying every person paying $14.95 a month or whatever it is, right? Like you do that, and that's how much money they're making every month. Because in order to host the site and like
well, that's why they're doing their own productions now.
That's exactly my point.
Somebody's gonna have to get to the point where you're gonna skip the movie theater. It's gonna come directly to your
We're there.
We're there.
The pandemic has made it happen.
Well, we're not, because you're still not getting the release. They're not even being made.
Bill and Ted just dropped on Friday,
So it's,
the third one.
It just came out.
But it's out on.
Do you have Disney Plus?
No.
Okay, Disney Plus. I've noticed yesterday
See, but
that there's all these.
You
There's
have to pay all this
Yes.
extra money.
No.
Just to,
Well, like
you
late-
have to be a subscriber.
yes,
To Disney Plus.
but we don't have cable. Like
Well,
we ixnay cable altogether, and
yeah.
we just do the streaming
But
stuff.
you still pay for internet.
I do, but yeah, but we're never going to get away from that in this day.
No,
and age.
you're
You
gonna
know
have
what I
to-
mean?
You're gonna have to have internet.
You will, but
That's what I'm getting at. Everybody's gonna have to have this paradigm shift to get to the point where everybody is compatible. You see what I'm saying?
We're already at that point.
Yeah.
We've
We're
been at
close.
that.
I think we're there.
No, we're definitely there. Like, no matter, I hate to say it, but like within the next year, I mean, we already have online schools that have been around for years and decades.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like, this is now the big boom because you have a reason to do it.
We're going to see a major shift in society in the next few years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially with technology, because we're seeing now also the fact that a lot of people can work from their homes.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the thing that showed us a lot with this pandemic. You know, it's you can stay home, you can stay home, you can stay home. Not only is it keeping people at home, it's keeping the green gases, the gases down.
Yeah,
People not
yeah.
driving. It's
Carbon footprints getting smaller.
It's changing a lot of things for us.
But what I was going to say about Disney Plus is like they've released Lady and the Tramp live action, Dumbo live action.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of movies on there now. Some of them didn't even go to theaters; they just came right out. They're doing the what are they releasing very soon?
Wasn't Ivan one of them? Or is Ivan one of the ones that they're releasing with Bryan Cranston? And all
maybe.
them?
But no, they're doing something. There's another Disney movie. Oh, Mulan is coming right out on streaming. They're not even hitting theaters.
Yeah.
The difference is, I
Disney's buying
believe
everything up there, too.
Yeah.
Disney, you have to pay extra to watch Mulan like
sure
the
you
first
do.
month or so.
I'm sure you do.
I think there's actually like a rental fee, even though you have.
There's probably
Plus,
going to be.
so-
I mean, it's going to be like that with anything. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
way it is right now on demand.
Yeah.
If you want to watch the newest release, you're going to pay extra money.
Do you know how much Bill and Ted was to rent this weekend?
$19.99.
$19.99 to rent it.
But
Yeah.
think about that. You would go.
Fuck
You
that.
would spend. But why?
Because it'll come out for free soon.
But
it will.
Somebody will have it.
Will. But there are the people that would love to go to the movies the very first
Oh,
night.
yeah.
How much would they spend on a ticket?
I agree. I agree.
$12 to $13 a ticket plus your concessions. Now,
Right.
I
you're
agree.
at home.
I agree.
You can pause it. You can piss when you want.
I'm
You can
drunk.
feel lazy if you want.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You
Right.
can go back for wine and
Yep,
you don't have
yep.
to miss anything.
You're right.
Not-
You're right.
I think that $20 is well worth
Not to mention the
But I could buy it
technology.
for 20 at Walmart right now too.
The,
You know what I mean?
the other thing too is that technology has like advanced so much that we can literally put home theaters in our house at an affordable rate, like
Yeah.
projectors,
Oh yeah, yeah.
surround sound, like
You can put an 80-inch TV in your house with a great sound bar for under $1,000.
and it would
it.
be
Look at sports. Same
Mhm.
thing. People, nobody's going to games now. People are having these
Well,
parties.
the
you know.
Steelers said what? The first two home games, no fans in the stadium. They've
Yeah.
come out and finally said it.
I mean, I would rather sit at home anyway.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I love
I-
the environment.
Yeah.
Yes,
cool.
but watching the game sucks live.
Sitting at home is so much better.
Last game I went to, we were 4 rows from the top of the stadium. You're talking incline like this. Now, I'm like, I don't know, 200 beers in at this point. I don't know. We carried a cooler around
It's
in the
scary.
parking lot and hung out with different people
It's
for
very
like
scary.
4 hours.
Yeah.
And then we left the cooler because we emptied it. And we went in, and then we ended up, it was the last home game too. So everything was like buy one, get one beers. And if you got a mixed drink, it was like, chug, 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 chug. You know, here you go. And
Nice.
I walked up there with like, I don't know, it had to have been like half a gallon of fucking whiskey in this glass. Like,
That's
and-
the three of those. It's
yeah,
sketchy.
yeah. And I'm like, you're up there, the wind's blowing, you know. You're trying to walk up. Yeah. Oh my God.
if you're ever wondering where we're talking about, just look
Heinz
for like
Field.
the Heinz Field,
Yeah.
and you'll
Home of the Steelers.
Oh my
Well, so
God.
I've been to Three Rivers, but I never went to a Steelers game at Three Rivers. But I was there for like, I saw Dave Matthews there. It was great and stuff. But oh, nice. But you were way up there. Sweet.
We got down to this like 0 degrees outside. We are freezing on outside. Here comes this dolphin. He's up above us. He got a white T-shirt on, and all it says is "Steelers suck." And I was like, "Okay, here we go." So this guy starts walking. He made it about 3 steps. He rolled.
Oh my God.
Rolled. Dude, swear to God, 20 steps. Stood up and puked all over,
Oh,
all
God.
over the entire road.
Oh,
Oh boy.
He didn't make it very far.
I'm sure. I've seen fights like at the stadium and stuff, you know. It is.
It gets bad. Well, because people like it doesn't matter. That's why we still have Pirates fans. Like there are still people out there that root for the Pirates. Like, are you serious right now? Like
The owner doesn't want to win. You know what
like,
I mean?
Literally, like and
doesn't want to win.
we're still out here like, nah, the Pirates.
They're
no.
gonna make it.
They're gonna make it. This is their year. Like,
Maybe 500.
okay. Absolutely, absolutely. But yet, because we're Pittsburgh, we have Pirate fans still.
And it's a shame because you know what? We're one of the most incredible stadiums.
Yes,
We do.
It's
yes.
actually more fun just to go to the stadium and just walk around.
I got to be honest.
Yeah.
I love to go to baseball games more than Steelers games because
Yeah.
I want to watch
Yeah.
the game. And when you go to a professional football game, if people haven't been there, it's really, once you get there, it very much feels like a glorified high school game. It's the
Yeah.
same kind of, you're looking at a grass field, but when you're watching it at home, there's a production value that makes it seem bigger than life. The zooms and
Even
you
more
know,
now than
Bro,
ever.
because you can become the referee.
well,
right?
no, I'm saying visually,
Yes.
you see this like it's the colors brighter, it's HD, you know, you can
You feel like
you
you're
feel
in it.
yes,
I mean,
whereas when you're at the
you have
game, yeah,
one view.
Yeah.
That was it.
yeah,
But that's exactly my point, though. By doing that, right? Like, when you watch it from like way up high in the stadium, and yeah, they show replays on like everything, but you're watching it at real time as they're telling a story. That's why you have the announcers. They've changed the game from just announcing to actually making it a full story,
You're right.
even including
Absolutely.
the advertisements
And
that
an
go in it.
intro.
Yeah.
Right.
halftime,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and an outro.
Right.
Well, I got to see going to a game. I got to see Rusted Root
Oh, that's
at
cool.
halftime, which was kind of cool. But
Nice.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man,
But yeah,
Yeah.
baseball games are so much fun to go to. There's always pauses between every inning, and there's the here in Pittsburgh we do the pierogi races, which
We
is a
do.
big thing.
they
Yeah.
do a lot for the
You know,
fans,
yeah.
too. They really
Yeah.
do.
A lot of fun little shit between.
Family thing. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
I love that.
We think about-
Hockey games are great too.
Think about when you were a kid and you were able to go to a game. It was like life size. Everything
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, and the smells and
we
you
want our
know.
kids to experience the stuff that we got to experience. We were kids.
Well, maybe the thing too is when you go to a Steelers game, you're drunk. You kind of have to be drunk
As an adult.
as an adult. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you go to a baseball game, like I could go and not drink at all. I don't have to drink in a baseball game.
I got
So therefore, I care more about my environment, the smells, and everything. Whereas when I'm at a Steelers game, I'm thinking like I'm gonna throw up or drink. I don't know. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can I smoke a cigarette? that's my only thought. I gotta hide this shit.
You can drink as much as you want, but God forbid you light up a cigarette.
I know.
Fuck you.
The fucking nicotine patch to go see a Steelers game.
Yo, they will pull their tasers on you. That's what they will do.
So one nice thing about being way up high is that you're on the top row of the outside, and you can kind of sneak one there. You know.
Probably not anymore.
No, just last year I was smoking on the top row.
You rebel.
But it was the last game too. And like people didn't. I got yelled at once. I flicked the cigarette off. The guy walked away. I smoked another one. You
By
know,
the
like,
top row, you're wearing like hiking gear to get up there.
yeah,
You're
fucking
literally with the
Sherpas,
fucking pickaxe. Yeah, your
Sherpas and
Sherpas.
fucking donkeys.
Like, yeah, yeah. Bro, even the hot dog vendor's like, nah, I'm not. I can't. I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'm gonna go this way.
he just stays at the bottom. And
Yeah.
hot dog!
He tries to throw it up to you and shit.
Yeah, you're waving, and he's like, nah, dude. Anybody here? Hot dog.
He pulls one of these. Mark, wave to me.
Yeah, yeah. You can be on them. No?
Seriously,
No?
seriously, does anybody want a hot dog within these seats?
Right here.
That's it. That's all it is.
Yeah, once you count, like you're going up to it, it's like A, B, C, D, E, F. And then it's like C, double A, double B, double C. We're like
Yeah.
a double X. Like,
Oh.
I'm a camel.
Nah, you find a corner.
Yeah, yeah. You're like, whoa! Nothing there. No, I'm a camel, dude. I will not piss. Sometimes. Like, I can just, I'm good.
I can't do it.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm a
I
camel.
can't.
Dude, I could go to a
Yep.
bar and I could drink a 12-pack and not even like realize I haven't pissed all night. But then I go home. Then I go home and I'm like, oh crap, like I'm gonna piss my pants all night, you know.
I drive 45 minutes to work. I'll piss before I leave for work, and by the time I get to work, I'm like, I can't even smoke the cigarette. I have to piss so fucking bad. Like, it's terrible. Maybe I don't know, man. Maybe my shit's just fucked up. But intersection. So you guys ever heard of the movie Basket Case?
No, maybe, I don't know.
I know that I've brought it up on this show once or twice, but I'm going to.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to show you the trailer for Basket Case and kind of get your reaction. We'll talk about it here in a second.
Ooh, what's his brother? I remember this. You say meow? What the fuck? The sound effects.
Like somebody's chewing.
Right? Oh! Oh!
You see it? Oh man, they don't show him.
No.
Do they ever show the brother?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I want to see that shit. I'll bet it's like the dude. Remember the dude from Weird Science when he gets turned into that fucking slug-looking thing?
Bro, it's here. It is here. Look, that's the brother there.
Oh, look at him.
Dude, so Basket Case is about. I love this movie, by the way, because it's so horrible. But that should just give you an idea. Like, so Basket Case, they talk about like separation anxiety. So the brother was born with a twin on his side, but the twin was never formed. It was just like arms and a head and a mouth. So they wound up being able to cut it off, and the brother just carries the other brother around in a basket and feeds him hot dogs and like hamburgers.
Fucking shoebox.
Like, it's so weird, and they're like trying to find the doctor that separated him because he has like separation anxiety, which is exactly what that clip is entitled.
I think this is probably one of those ones I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you
I don't
have
think
to
I'm gonna
watch it.
this one.
Oh man, it's a good one. It's signing. Oh yeah, dude, come on. Me and your brother have talked about like some terrible fucking movies. Like I've watched, I Motel Hell is probably up there on like the worst movies.
One of the other podcasts I listen to, they talk about that a lot.
Motel Hell.
Yeah.
I never used preservatives. Like, you know.
That was one of our sponsors.
Yeah, it was.
Somebody's sausage. So yeah, anyways.
He said sausage.
Sausage. So yeah. We're going to segue away from crappy horror movies.
And go to Two Girls, One Cup. Have you guys ever heard of this site? I'm just kidding.
It's not real.
Just kidding.
Don't go to that.
Don't. I was kidding.
Yeah, don't go to that. Christ. It's bad for everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody should watch that.
Why? Oh my God.
No.
No, that'd be like having Human Centipede as our sponsor. Human Centipede. If you want to eat shit all day and shit into somebody else's house.
If you want to be plumbing. I met this guy, right? A couple weekends ago, I met this guy,
Shit.
and they all tell me like he's a plumber, right? And I'm like, oh, he doesn't look like he'd be. He looks very like high end and clothing and stuff. And I find out later he's a urologist, and that's what they meant by plumber. I was like, oh, well, that's fucking good. Yeah, no, well, yeah,
I'm just saying,
maybe.
like, how do you distinguish like? Does Brandon look like he does HVAC? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like,
he does.
yeah, you do. All right, I see what you're saying. I get your point. Yeah. I've never.
Tools,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I mean, but like I'm a purchasing agent, like so the guy was dressed in very nice clothing, like, and he was very short, small, skinny guy,
Okay.
old,
Gotcha.
very old.
I
I'm thinking
gotcha.
like if he's a plumber, he's doing like minimal jobs right now because he's got to be close to retirement. No, he's a urologist. He's literally like I think he's 80.
So he is close to retirement.
And I know he has no reason to retire. He's just gonna work till he dies. Yeah. Yeah.
He's like,
I like playing with penis.
let me tell you about this kielbasa I make.
Yeah.
like a really good hot sausage sandwich. Let me tell you. Always trust the urologist. Like whenever they say like, you know, you should never trust like a skinny chef because you know they're not eating
Right.
their own food. But like, yeah,
No, that's not true.
that's not. This is not going to be the same thing.
Are we trusting him for sugar or? Never mind. I mean, a skinny chef, if you're a healthy eater, you should trust him.
Yeah, dog. I can cook, and I'm
But you're not a
skinny.
chef.
I am. I'm a baker.
You're a baker.
I'm a chef.
Yeah, but I'll chef it up in the kitchen too.
I believe him.
Yeah, but that's the same thing I just said.
Yeah.
You told me fuck you.
Wait, what's that?
You're a plumber.
I
No, because he gets paid. He gets paid to work in a kitchen. That's the difference.
Wait a
I
second.
used to get paid to work in the kitchen.
Yeah, that is
Old
true.
Country Buffet does not count.
Oh,
The bakery's not a kitchen.
fuck it
actually,
isn't.
this one is.
Where do you bake? In your
This-
living room?
the place
You
that,
bake in your kitchen.
the place that I worked actually is a restaurant as well. So
Ah.
I do actually cook in a restaurant from time to time. But like, you know,
I smoke rocks.
I smoke crack. It's
No,
fun.
what was that Chappelle show? I smoke rocks. You know, I don't know
Yep.
if you know this about me, Joe Rogan, but in my line of work, you taste penis all the time. If you don't know that reference, I'm sorry.
Oh boy, we are getting hella into weird topics today.
Yeah. I think we need a transition here.
Yeah.
Segue. Gotta say segue.
One of
Segue.
the things that we were actually talking about was was some of the old clubs that we used to play shows in.
Remember Laga?
Yeah. Does any of the Loudies out there remember Laga?
One of my favorite clubs in the entire world. Like I loved seeing shows there. But yeah, playing there was amazing.
Yeah.
Remember graffiti?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never played graffiti though. You guys
dude,
did. I
Yeah,
never
we
did.
play in, I'd say,
I saw Megadeth there.
Yeah, I believe
Oh, that's
that.
cool too though.
Yeah,
That's cool. Apartments.
Do you remember?
Yeah. I mean, they can't blame them. Guy to make money. That was
Yeah.
multi-million-dollar
Dude,
fucking
but
property.
Think about how much venues turn over here in Pittsburgh. Like, do you remember like the World, or it was called like Metropole for not Metropole, like but like
You're talking
Down in the strip.
Yeah,
Metropole.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was Metropole.
and then it was the World. and
That's
then it
where I
was,
saw
like,
Megadeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
There was like so many different venues that like would pop up here and there. Like, yeah.
Oh, Chauncey's down on the river. Yeah. Whiskey Dicks.
Yeah.
Remember Nick's Fat City? Oh, one of my that was probably my favorite place to play. Oh
dude.
yeah, yeah. I remember I saw a
Nick's
show
Fat
there,
City.
and it was a free show, and it was packed, and it was like Dope and somebody else, and so we were crowd surfing, and it was the best crowd surfing I've ever done. Like we climbed up, you know how it had the railings on the side? There was the ramps that kind of went up the side, had the railings. So we'd climb up on the railings from the floor, we'd jump off from there, and then they'd push you up to the stage, and you get up to the stage and then dive back off, you know, and like it was so packed that they couldn't move out of the way. You were going to land on them, so they might as well catch you. Oh yeah.
Benjamin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Benjamin.
Yep.
That was a killer show.
We played one of the last shows there.
Yeah.
Remember that? That Battle of the Bands, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
We played one of the last shows in Longview, too.
One of the very, like,
Yeah, that was
I think they closed it down that weekend.
Yeah.
We played the battle. They actually had the top level was already being converted, remember? Oh, I don't remember. But that's where I learned about the darkness. Yeah.
The darkness.
The band.
Yes.
I already had the darkness
I
in me.
believe anything going on.
Love on the rocks with no ice. Yeah, I have both of those on my Spotify, man.
Yeah. Solid.
The voice is a little wild to get used to. It's still a solid voice.
Oh, yeah.
But the guitar riffs, that thing can write incredible.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy too, because like if you listen to that album and didn't know when it came out, you'd be like,
Yeah.
It could fit now.
this is like 70s or something.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Permission to Land.
Yeah,
Yep.
Permission to Land. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to put some of that on for Vienna and see what she thinks of it. Like,
Oh, I
you know
love
what I mean?
playing some music for my kids.
It's
Yeah. Romeo danced to almost everything.
yeah.
It's a cool pop. So that's something we haven't heard in a while.
Dom loves metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something we haven't heard in a while. I started listening to like older hip hop again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I threw on an old Collective Soul record.
I've been rocking Collective Soul. Yeah, I still rock it. What's the blue one? The light blue one? Yes, The World I Know and stuff. Yeah. That's my favorite.
Dosage was my favorite. It was a little bit more chill, but it had Run on it. It had Heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the newer records. Well, not newer. It wasn't one of the real popular records, but
Yeah, I think I know the one you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, love Collective Soul. Who else? I've been trying to get into some old Incubus again.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the new stuff.
No.
It's okay. It's good. It's just not my Incubus. You know what I mean?
Nothing was like Morning
Morning View?
record? Morning View, yeah.
Morning View,
Such a
yeah.
great
Yeah.
record.
Megalomaniac wasn't bad either.
No, that
Like,
was pretty good.
it was.
See, I
pretty
lost him
decent.
a crow left to the murder.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
although I love that name.
Yeah.
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 I like the old shit like Science and
Oh, dude.
yeah,
Science
all
was
that.
crazy.
Fungus. What was the was it Fungus Among Us or?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. Love that shit though, and I'm trying to think of who else. Jamiroquai is something that's been coming up on mine.
Yeah.
Virtual insane.
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
The video. Christ.
Oh,
You know how they did that? Did you ever hear?
Was it the floors that just moved?
The house moved around them. They moved the walls, and that's how they
So cool.
made that so it
Such a
looked
cool
like the
video.
floor.
If you've never seen it, check it out.
Probably one of the best
Jamiroquai.
videos ever. Jamiroquai, Virtual Insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
So many throwbacks.
That's wow. Yeah.
Oh, have you heard it's not a throwback, it's actually a newer guy. Kobe. Have you heard him?
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
You should definitely check that
Okay, I've heard that name, but
out.
I never know if they're talking.
COBI.
Okay, that's not who I'm thinking. All right.
Pretty good stuff.
Okay. Any new stuff you guys been listening to? That's
Oh yeah.
I'm sure
Well-
you guys always tell me new stuff.
I mean, I know Snoop Dogg just dropped a single, which I don't know. Like, I feel like guilty because like I love Snoop Dogg, but like, dog, just give it a rest, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to drop any more new music. And I get it that it was for Nipsey Hussle and like, you know, it's called Nipsey Blue, but he doesn't rap in it
Did
at all.
you ever hear the one he did with Whitey Ford?
Man, I have no idea. His discography is ridiculous. It's like Lil Wayne's. Like, when you start getting into like hip hop and stuff, like, here, dude,
Yeah, okay, because I'm okay.
bam, there you go. But when you start getting into like hip hop and stuff, like, man, I'll tell you what, there's been some throwbacks. I've been listening to some like old school Wu-Tang lately, like some Cream, you know what I mean? Like,
So when I get bored with stuff, I'll try and listen to one artist's whole discography. And I started Wu-Tang, and that's so fucking long, I had to
it's
give
so
up.
long, yeah.
Tom Waits is what I've been listening to a lot lately.
Jesus Christ.
Love me some Tom Waits.
Did you hear that Scottish cat, Lewis Capaldi?
I don't think so. No.
Dude, he's pretty talented kid, man. He it's real chill music. You should check it out.
We jump around.
Do you guys remember?
My Medicine. That's it.
Doesn't look like. Oh, there is a video. Go for it. Click on it.
I did.
See what it does.
All right. It's just a cool. Come on, play.
Yeah, click on it, man. Yeah,
Play, motherfucker. Oh, what's that?
that's the click button. And then you gotta go down here.
Yeah.
Supersize it, man. Skip that ad, man. There we go. Ah!
What'd you do? Okay. Listen to this beat. I like this. Like, I like this crossover. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to listen to the whole thing, but like, nobody knows of this song, and it's fucking good. Hell yeah, he is. I love slide guitar. Me and my oldest son were just rocking some slide guitar. You don't like this?
I think it's got a good beat.
Yeah, it's.
I guess this is where we dip it here.
Oh, that's not good to you? Oh man.
I mean,
all right.
I don't know. I just feel like this is just like it is art, and this is probably the best I've seen it, like country rap, like the crossover. Like, you guys have obviously heard of Lil Nas X, right? Like, are you familiar?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not. I just like, I can't, I don't know. That's like one crossover, but then again, I'm not like, there's not a lot of country that like I'm really into either.
Yeah. I like that bluesy. Like, I've always been in that bluesy. That I love slide guitar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I've been introducing Dom to a lot of slide and a lot of and soul, and like I was getting him into funk. Like, we're talking about bass lines and funk and like Wolfpack.
Yeah.
You guys ever hear of Wolfpack?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome bass player. I mean, they have some really cool jams and shit like that. Primus. I was letting them, some Primus and like telling them about Les Claypool, and that's kind of what I've been bringing up lately.
Some of the best.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been rocking a lot of like Motion City Soundtrack and like Butch Walker, like old school Butch, and like some Marvies, like. I've been Coheed, Deftones, like.
Oh, Deftones is one of my favorite bands. No, there's a new Deftones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't listen to the radio ever. I listen to podcasts. That's it.
In my garage, and I just leave it on 24/7.
Fuck it, why not?
Always playing. His electric meter's just like.
I mean, how much?
That's a very valid point.
If you leave it plugged in or on, it doesn't matter. It's still using electricity. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So when I come in, it's already it's not so quiet in here. It's comfortable.
No, it's better than Alexa too, because it's not listening to you.
Alexa.
It's old school.
Right.
You could say no, by the way, to that.
Yeah, fucking aren't you?
Yeah, you got a big. Oh, Snatch, one of my favorite movies. Segue. Yeah, I don't know. You like garbage? You like dogs?
Dude, so, have you guys seen Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon?
Yes, long time ago though.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it was pretty cool.
Dude,
it's an older movie, right?
Yeah, it's from like '97s with Kevin Bacon's M. Night Shyamalan, like really got like some
Shyamalan Ding Dong,
right? And like I watched it again the other night, and like, man, it was so good. And why did M. Night Shyamalan break away from that? Like, I think he got like one more good movie out of him, and then like, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it, M. Night Shyamalan movies are terrible. Like, he has like his forte of like the twist, and I get that.
I'm gonna 100%.
I just
like, what was the one that just came out? The where the split. That was good. That was good. But it was different. It was not just the shock factor. It was a mind fuck. You know.
What was the one?
Oh, I know what you're talking. The Fog. Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
what it was.
The
Yeah,
Happening. Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
the other one? Village.
The Village was terrible.
Yeah,
Like,
that was terrible.
Terrible.
I like Signs though. I mean, Signs was good.
Signs, I think, was like the last decent film.
Yeah.
I
Like,
did like the Mr. Glass series.
Yes. Yes.
So I've never seen the first one or the last one.
Really good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's what there's like
There's 3 of them.
yeah.
3 of them.
Split is part of that.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, and then there's Glass, right? Is the third.
Mhm.
And
But I forget the
one was
first.
called
Unbreakable.
It was Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yep.
And,
It sure was.
it was a killer
I
cast.
didn't see that
Yeah.
one.
It was actually good. That was definitely one of the Shyamalan movies I actually liked.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the fact that he did a
Kind of like a comedy.
3-part. What the fuck's that
Yeah.
called? Trilogy.
Trilogy.
Sure
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brain dead.
There's a lot of movies that like the John Wick movies. Like if you've seen
Oh,
those, like
Yeah, but now that I've seen him without a beard, Keanu Reeves without a beard and Bill and Ted, you're just like, oh,
Yeah,
what
you-
happened?
You have to give the man.
Oh, the man, I love the
He's
man.
incredibly-
Awesome human
Just
being.
the training
ridiculous.
that he went through.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what makes those movies, I think, more incredible. Because if you actually watch the movies, and there's a lot of movies you watch and you're like, yeah, that can never happen. Yeah, that's
Way too
impossible.
perfect.
Way too perfect. A lot of the things, even like you can see like where like he did a gun scene, I remember, and I think it was the first or second one, when he actually had a gun malfunction and he played straight through it, but
Yeah.
he actually made it work as if
He cleared the jam as if he were in this
and
moment.
it was due to his training.
Yes, it's the realisticness,
Yes.
the improv aspect of it
And I think
that
that's
works.
what made
Yes,
those movies so good.
yes, I love them. I love them.
If you're ever looking to just like look something up, like
Read
just to
about Keanu
watch-
Reeves.
No,
He
just
is
to
an
like
incredible
just to
human
I
like
know.
watch some of the like the training that he actually went
Oh,
through.
yeah,
There's videos
yeah.
on YouTube.
And Halle Berry does it with them now too.
Yeah.
Yep.
With
Yeah.
Taryn Paxton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
It's incredible.
it's insane, man.
It
Like
really is.
so when you look at actors through the generations, right? Like actors back in the day would act like you really had to overact, like when we're talking about like
Yes.
black and white films, because you didn't have much to work with. You had, if you were lucky, a set, you know what I mean? You had like, some sound equipment. But for the most part, you were shooting on film. So like you had one shot at it, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It was more or less like taping a musical or a performance where everybody was overacting. Well, now we can put so much in later and make it look better that like we can literally age people
Oh,
and
yeah.
have an actor play like, and they did that in the last Scorsese movie that he just put out, which I'm drawing a blank on. It went straight to Netflix, which Scorsese's another director who said he's never going to work with any film companies anymore. He's strictly going to work with like Netflix or like streaming services.
They did it with Paul Walker's face in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Can I be honest? Like, guilty pleasure. I love those movies,
I do too.
and they're all
Absolutely.
good. They're all like, it's one of the only multi-episode
First
movie.
off, who doesn't like badass cars? Who
Badass-
doesn't like
Right.
sexy ass women?
Yup.
Right.
And who the fuck doesn't like guns?
Guns and explosions and combat and driving, and it's fucking great.
It's a lot.
It's a
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. And
It
I like
is.
the Expendables, the concept. Like all those movies are really good too. Let's just take all the action stars, throw them together, and fucking blow shit up.
There's certain times when like you get this all-star cast and like you get dog shit, and then there's
Yep.
certain times where you have this like okay cast, like it's an all-star cast, but you when you first see it you're like it's an okay cast, but it's fucking like lightning in a bottle because
Mhm.
these people are acting their asses off and they're like a camaraderie of people that actually like there's a chemistry there. And, like,
11.
Yeah.
dude, that's
Great
Talk
one.
about a chemistry.
Great one.
prime example there. Like, and that's what really establishes like a Grammy winning, like, or not Grammy, like, but like an Academy Award winning like movie. You know what I
They
mean?
won a
Like,
Grammy. This movie was so good.
and in all honesty, that they typically go hand in hand because
Yeah.
they deal with soundtracks. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like when you watch a movie, like you don't even think about it, but like I don't know, me personally, like subconsciously, like throughout the day, like,
Soundtrack matters.
dude, I listen like
Absolutely.
I hear music in my head all day. Like I constantly hear songs. I'm sure everybody
Oh, that's
out
better
there,
than me.
like,
I hear voices.
you should probably
What?
have a Yeah.
Okay.
Write it down. Storybook goes. It's like,
We
you
hear the music.
I try and
not the
ignore them.
lyrics.
I try and ignore them, but you know.
Is this Samantha? But like, no, in all honesty, I feel like the soundtrack to movies like really makes it. Like, if you watch any movie from like back in the day, like back in the like 80s, right? Like, you could put oh, what the fuck is that song? It's like doo 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 doo.
No.
You know exactly
I know
what
what
I'm
you're
talking
talking
Yeah.
about.
Woo. Like, you could put that on any movie and it automatically makes that movie like a
Yeah.
happy-hearted movie. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Soundtrack plays a big part in the mood setting.
how many
Think
times?
about,
Last of the Mohicans. Oh, what? I know.
think about the movies that did not have a soundtrack and how they pulled it off.
Well,
One of the best,
go for
The Revenant.
it.
I didn't see that.
Oh,
But there was no
That-
soundtrack. There was no music to it at all.
Nope.
and that's what made it feel so real.
I want to try it. I haven't seen it yet.
Amazing movie. Leo, once
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
Isn't that the one he finally won an Oscar for?
Did he finally win?
I don't
He
think-
showed
I
up
think it was
every day
that. I
because
think it was
was
that movie.
fucking good.
If you haven't seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood yet,
I have not. I
it's
started
good.
The first 10 minutes of it,
It's
and we got
good.
distracted and
dude,
turned off.
the ending will blow your mind. Like,
That's what my
it's
brother
great.
said,
It's
yeah.
great. I love it. And I love the character that Brad Pitt plays. I forget his name right now, but he is
He's the stuntman.
yeah, awesome character.
Oh,
Awesome.
I gotta see this movie.
The whole thing's great.
You haven't
The whole
seen it
thing's
yet
great.
either?
I have not seen it yet.
We watched the first time.
It's brilliant. It's
I
brilliant.
can't wait to check it out.
Yeah, it looks
I
like.
can't watch it without Jack. So I can't.
No, yeah.
See, this is like. Let me ask you guys a question. So, I watch movies. I would much rather watch movies than like TV shows or like, you know what I mean, like something like. It depends on the TV show. Like, if it's a series that I'm like binging, I can watch it, whatever. But like, for the most part, like, I love to watch movies, and I don't care if I watch movies multiple times. Like,
Oh no, I watch. If I like it, I'll watch it 3 or 4 times.
right. But
Yep.
Faith, like, if I don't watch it with her, she gets super, and then she will refuse to watch the movie. And it's like,
TV
because-
shows and Cassie are like that. Movies, not as much.
Mhm.
It's just not her thing. You know,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
movies. So I'm getting into TV shows now more than movies. But for the longest time, I want to get the whole story in 2 hours, not
Right.
8 or
Yeah.
10 or 12 or
12
13 or
episodes.
26 or, you know, like, I got the whole story in 2 fucking
I
hours.
feel like they're
Awesome.
away from that.
And the production value is higher. You know,
Yes.
you have 2 hours of shooting to put all that money into, or you have
6
seasons,
months.
you know? Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, it really comes down to selling the brand. Like, when you think about it, right? Like, you have one shot, like when you make a
Mhm.
movie, to sell that brand, right?
That's why they spend so much money choosing your actor and actresses.
Right, exactly.
You
I
know,
mean,
it's gonna sell the movie.
look at Clerks. You guys have seen Clerks, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Rest in
Yeah.
peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In all
I
honesty,
actually just read that.
Fought the good
recently.
fight, brother.
yeah.
It's just
And thanks for entertaining us on the way.
Uh-huh.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, guys. Little somber moment.
No, I'm glad you said that.
we can go from there. Let's go with most underrated actor.
Oh.
Tara Reid. No. Totally kidding.
I feel like he's not an underrated actor, but I feel like we've kind of forgotten about him. Bill Pullman.
Okay.
All right.
That's a
I
good
feel
one.
like Bill Pullman was like big, like he was in Twister and shit, and like,
Yeah.
but like he was in a lot of movies, and I have
the
no
90s.
idea.
Was he in Jurassic Park? Or was that no? It's a different guy.
No,
Never
different
mind.
guy.
Okay.
But like, in all honesty, I feel like he's an underrated actor. Like, he could play like a whole bunch of different parts, and like, you never know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, on the flip side of that, an actor that I feel like maybe just give it a rest for a little bit, or like change it up a little bit, is like Robert De Niro. Like, I love you, Bobby D. Like, but like, in all honesty, please stop making the Grandfather movies.
Yeah.
We get it.
So many mafia movies.
We get it.
Christ.
Give me another mafia movie. Like, I
Change
don't
the
know.
character.
Yeah, like it's just I don't.
Make him the cop at least. You
And-
know what I mean?
but I give him a lot of credit, because Robert De Niro Harvey Keitel and Martin Scorsese starred in Martin Scorsese's first film, and it was called Mean Streets. And they all met at NYU, and Martin Scorsese was actually going to become a priest, dropped out of priesthood school and everything, and he went to NYU for film. And that's where he met Robert De Niro and Harvey Keitel, and that's how they got their starts. And in this movie, Mean Streets. And it's like, it's so crazy to think that this guy, like, Robert De Niro won an award in Taxi Driver for, he's in the Guinness Book of World Records for losing and gaining the most weight for a film in like a small amount of time for like Raging Bull. Like,
I was say, you sure Christian Bale didn't beat him out?
Dude,
Yeah,
I don't.
He had that prisoner movie to the, he went fat, yeah.
Now, on the flip side too, you also have Taxi Driver, which Robert De Niro stars in. And if you've never seen
that
it,
was a great role, a great movie.
Yeah.
but what he did was he basically drove a taxi for a year before he did that
He's
role.
a method actor.
He's a very method
Yes,
actor.
yes.
And you can tell that because then it shows more improv on the spot because he would know what to do if he was, you know what I mean? Like being this role. Like, and it's hard to find actors today, I feel, that have that same idea. Like, I feel like Johnny Depp was there, but then Heath Ledger was there. Yeah. Like there have been some.
Yeah, he was.
I feel like Idris Elba is like another one that's like
Idris?
Yeah, Idris.
Okay, yeah. Ingress.
I
Isn't that like a cut in or something?
I always mess his name up.
I know,
like
I know.
Worcestershire sauce. I can't say that either. Like it is
Idris Elba, yeah.
But he's incredible, and like he's another actor that can play just any.
He's great.
Oh, it's
Who's
another
Ben
good
Foster?
one.
Incredible. So
Give me a movie.
Return to Uma.
I never saw that, but I know who you mean now. I know who you mean now. Yeah.
Um,
How about this actor? Most underrated actor of all time, Gary Busey.
No.
I fucking love that dude though. You can't play crazy. You can't play crazy like he could play crazy because he is fucking crazy.
Oh man.
Oh, okay, I know. Yep.
He's amazing.
Yep. Someone I really love is Tom Hardy.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Now, do you know who?
What was the movie that they just did?
Oh,
It was so good.
I know what you mean. Do you know who Charles Bronson is? Not the actor, the famous actor from back in like the 70s. Charles Bronson. You ever see the picture of the old-timey boxer this?
Yeah.
The guy's name is Charles Bronson.
yeah.
He's England's most violent criminal. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And he loved to fight. That's what he did. So he went from his real name. He became Charles Bronson in the fighting circles. And so he was in and out of prison all the time, right? So bad. Like he loved prison, fucking loved prison because he could go and fight all the time. And he's like, I could hone my craft. It was incredible. And they had transferred him to so many prisons because he beat up all the fucking staff that they kept transferring him that he would like so there's a movie Tom Hardy plays Charles Bronson, and that's where it was coming from. It's a great movie. Look it up on Netflix. But so he's talking in this and he's like narrating this thing and he was real crazy. And he's like, oh, this place was shit. Those guys were a bunch of pussies. And he's like, now this place was a prison. Like they kicked my ass and I loved it. And he would like get lubed up every day. Like he would like take his clothes off. Oh, it's out. Yeah. It's called Bronson.
Yeah.
You'll love it. You do see some dong in it, but he would get like fully naked in his cell and like I don't know what he would do, smear shit on himself or something, but so that he was real slippery and they would come in to get him every day and then have all their riot gear and he would just rush them when they opened the gate and just start beating people up until they fucking took him down. Yeah, it was an incredible movie and in the story of Charles Bronson, it's just nuts, man. And Lawless. Okay, watch Bronson, you'll fucking love it. Okay. He is. And he was great in Venom.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen Venom yet, it was really good. Mad Max. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
These are all like awesome movies.
Yeah.
Like,
See, I'm a huge Marvel fan. Marvel's the stuff that in DC, I'll go pay big money to see it at a theater and stuff,
They got the big money to put out.
To the
I
point
know.
with Marvel where I think it's becoming overdone. Like it just feels like every movie is the same. Like let's just
Yeah.
have a small plot and then blow shit up.
Well, but you got to think about comic books. Comic books always had the same
Listen,
plot with
people
different
were
twists,
gonna
you know.
pay to see it. It's never
Yeah.
gonna change.
Right.
Well,
It's never
I
gonna-
think
it's
it stays
entertainment.
true to the source
Yeah.
to me. Every movie has this like superhero bad guy conflict resolution, happy feeling, and then there's some that there's bad and feeling. I really I love them, and I'm looking forward to Wonder Woman 84.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Oh.
good movies. I love sci-fi shit too.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
no, I'm into it, man. I love
What's the
big
huffing
block.
and puffing?
Give me big blockbuster
What's the
productions.
huffing and puffing? He don't like the big block. He likes
No,
the
no,
movies.
I do like the big blockbuster movies.
B
I
horror
just
movies.
like Avatar. I could not get into it. Kind of like Star Wars.
Yeah,
Like,
watched Avatar. If
that's
you couldn't get into it then.
that's
I don't know what you were
half
doing.
baked title reference.
I think it's more or less like how I watched it. So. Have you guys ever seen The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus?
Yes.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Yes, I have.
Wow.
All right,
That's all
I'll
I
check it
got.
out.
It's pretty cool.
The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Go head home, eat an edible, and watch that.
Ooh.
It will. Oh, dude.
Fear and Loathing is my favorite movie, I think. Well, it's top 5 all-time favorite movies.
Wow.
Have you ever seen Where the Buffalo Roam?
Yeah.
You've seen it?
Yes.
It's another book by Hunter S. Thompson,
Mhm.
but what's his name? Bill Murray plays
Mm-hmm.
Hunter S. Thompson,
Nice.
and it is incredible.
Yeah.
It is so well done,
That's
you
really
know.
good.
and I never saw the Rum Diaries either. I would like to see that. No, that's Johnny Depp playing him again, but it's earlier in life. The Rum Diaries is earlier than Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Where the Buffaloes Roam is also a Hunter S. Thompson book, and it's a movie that's really good. Bill Murray plays him great.
Nice.
Yeah. Bill fucking Murray. I love the child, by the way.
Yeah.
His best part ever was the zombie movie.
Oh yeah.
Zombieland.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like those tribes fuck off. What
Did
do
you see 2 yet? Did you see Zombieland 2? They reference it again. Yeah. It's a good movie too.
Oh man.
I love. That's probably maybe not my favorite, but one of my favorite Woody Harrelson roles.
Yeah.
Underrated actor Woody Harrelson. Yeah, and just the whole mentality of like that redneck fuck, like Kingpin. One of the best.
Yeah, dude.
Kingpin's one of my that and
With Jeff Daniels.
what was the killer one? What was the killer movie that he was in Natural Born Killers?
Oh,
yeah, great movie.
What was the with was a show? Two investigators.
I don't know
There's
that
like
one.
4 seasons now. But
He's in it.
Yeah. He was
he
in
was only in the first season.
Yeah.
It was him and the dude with the
Oh,
commercials.
what the hell is that?
Oh, all right.
McConaughey.
Do you remember whenever Jim Carrey made fun of him in a Saturday Night Live skit where he's driving around and he's rolling his fingers? He's like, I'm trying to think about what to do with this tiny booger. Rolling my fingers like a little tennis ball. All right. Yeah, Woody Harrelson is just incredible. I mean, all the way back to Cheers. And no, there was another movie I was thinking of him in it that was great. Check this name.
This is gonna be crazy. I want to
There he is.
television. There we go. Let's see. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
That's what we wanted at HBO, right?
there we go. Yeah, television was sports channels. It was
Yeah. Okay. So.
True Detectives.
True Detectives. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Matthew, dude, the tech we have is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
We're high tech over here.
Yeah. We got projectors and shit. That you don't
Matthew
even-
McConaughey is one of my favorite actors. Have you seen? I think it's called The Beach Bum.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It's really
Yeah,
good.
It's really good.
Really, it's funny. It's like
It's hilarious.
kind of fear and loathing-ish, kind of The Big Lebowski, which is also one of my top 5 movies. My whole in-law family thinks that movie's horrible.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm the guy.
I'm the dude.
I'm the dude.
I want. They sell his sweater.
The dude. I'm so glad you caught me on that one.
The dude. Yeah, the dude.
The dude.
I'm actually an
I
ordained minister in Dudism, which is Big Lebowski. And, you know, I never saw Interstellar. I've heard of it.
Can I say this again? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Have you seen Snowpiercer, the movie?
Yes,
the
I
movie.
have. What the fuck is wrong with
I know. I haven't seen it. I know.
It's incredible.
I know. I've heard. I'm watching Lucifer right now. And The Boys. Have you seen The Boys? The second. I'm rewatching it so Cassie can watch it, so we can watch the second season. It's coming up.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. A-Train.
A-Train.
I don't want to ruin it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but talk about gruesome, awesome scene.
Yeah. Dude,
Oh yeah. He's
holy
swallowing them
shit.
all. Yeah. Anyway, so
Yeah.
all right. I don't want to give it up yet. That's a great show though. So we're rewatching that right now too. And, you know, I've never seen Interstellar.
Dude, it's the best.
I don't know. Wait, maybe I have. Is it? What's your favorite movie soundtrack? Is it? It is probably the best. It's probably the best soundtrack to a movie, as in fit for the scenery, for the sound, for the mood. But I think my favorite movie soundtrack is Dazed and Confused. I mean, it's just the best songs, the best, you know. I'm teaching in college. This years ago. I'm in college. I'm in my office, which has some classrooms around it. There was no ceiling. It was all open, kind of like across the roofs. And I'm playing Last of the Mohicans soundtrack, just kind of in the background, real low. And one of the teachers comes running in, like almost kicks my door in. He's like, "Is that Last of the Mohicans?" And I'm like, first of all, like, how did you even hear it? Second of all, yes, it is. You know, and he's like, it's one of my favorite. We start talking about all the songs, and yeah, it's good. Oh yeah. Trying to think. Bill and Ted has good soundtracks.
So many, man.
Any '80s movie has a great soundtrack.
A lot of people don't even really. You don't think about it when you're not watching the movie.
Yeah.
You pick it up. I got to tell a lot of those kind of soundtracks on Spotify.
Yeah.
Well, it comes in the morning, so people listen to people talking.
Yeah. No, I listen to podcasts all the time anymore. I only listen to music when Cassie's in the car because she hates my podcast, or when Dom is in the car, because the podcasts I listen to are way too graphic for him. So they're very vulgar. We are nothing compared to these guys.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
yeah.
And then, but I don't know, man. I have to listen to music like all the time. Like even like I'll be cooking, I'll be doing like whatever. Like I have to listen to like music all the time. Yeah. Yeah, like I have to, I just have, like, I've been driving our other vehicle and the radio doesn't work in it. It just like doesn't turn on at all. Dude, it's so weird. And like you think about that 21 Pilots song, Car Radio.
Yeah, love that song.
If you listen to the words of that song, you're just like,
it's so true.
But it's so true though. Like if I don't have like a song like playing, especially on a
your
long
mind
drive,
runs.
it's just like I can't concentrate. Yeah, dude.
You know, it was like you had to listen to like
So-
across the radio.
So
Now it's like
to be honest, I spent a lot of my life in my own mind, like without music, and like
It shows.
I'm sure it does. It's where the dark sense of humor comes from, and where my, you know, like I've spent a lot of time just kind of analyzing stuff and working through it in my own, you know. So for me, I don't have to have sound. Like I'm very happy just sitting in my own mind thinking, you know.
I don't mind quiet.
But I like the music over top of that. I'll do that
Yeah.
anyways. You know, that's why I can't remember lyrics.
Sometimes
I'm
when
constantly
it's
not-
too quiet, you get too far in thought. You know, sometimes you need something to remind you that you're still here.
Yeah, it depends though. The music sometimes sets the mood of my thoughts,
Yes,
you
for
know.
sure,
So,
for sure.
but I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking we haven't timed this, huh?
Oh yeah, it's right
Oh.
there.
Oh yeah, we're at an hour. I knew we were over an hour. I need a cigarette, and I don't know.
I was gonna say, why don't we wrap it with some
I think we're
final
gonna wrap
thoughts?
this shit up. Yeah.
Sometimes double wrap.
Ooh, cover your stump before you hump.
There you go.
Yep.
Those are my final thoughts.
You never heard that one? There's a whole bunch of them out there. I can't remember them though.
Oh, dear Christ.
Hey, we're giving good advice, kids.
Worship and praise.
Whack, whack, whack. All I can think of is like 70s, 60s Batman. You know? Wet ass pussy me.
Whack.
Whack.
That's
Uh,
there you
Christ.
go. For all the adults out there.
Society is fucked.
Yeah. For the 4 people that actually will watch this to the end, we appreciate you.
Yes.
And, now you know what WAP stands for. And WAP, obviously. We went over that too.
Yes,
so.
we did. Hey, I got a final thought for you. Do you guys know what Dago actually means? Well, there's a million ideas, but what I believe from what I've read, Dago means.
Lay it on us.
We were actually, as Italians, when they came over, they were paid as the day goes. So per day, you know, so they were called Dagos because they were the ones that were paid as the day goes, whereas other people were not. They were paid. Yeah, you know me.
Yeah. Has anybody ever figured it out?
Other people's penises.
Actually, that's pretty good. Yeah. OPP. Yeah, you know me. Let's ask Siri. That'll be our final thought.
All right.
Hey
Has
Siri.
anybody ever truly?
Hey Siri. What does OPP mean?
Possible interpretations of OPP include
Oh, this is great.
She doesn't even know.
provincial police and order processing pipeline.
Ontario Provincial Police and Order Processing Pipeline.
No, it's clearly the
You
first
know,
one.
I think so. Yeah.
It's clearly.
Listen, Ontario Provincial Police. Yeah, you know me.
Why don't you try one more time, just like rephrasing it? What does OPP in the rap song?
Yeah,
OPP.
What does OPP in the rap song mean?
Yeah, you know me.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I'm telling you, she doesn't even know. They never. Nobody clearly
Here's
hasn't.
what I found.
OPP by Naughty by Nature.
Yeah.
Meaning of OPP by Naughty by Nature.
Yes.
Let's see what this says.
Naughty by nature. Waka la
oh.
nature.
Fuck off.
So all of you have been wondering for the last 20 years.
We may be able to figure it out.
We may be able to help.
Mark hasn't learned.
There
how
are
to-
the I'm not gonna read the whole fucking thing. The lyrics of OPP, which are, by the way, not family friendly, are about being unfaithful to your partner. Officially, the initials OPP stand for the phrase "other people's property." Yeah. However, what it actually stands for is other people's pussy,
Oh.
or penis for guys and other people's pussy for females. Wow, I had no idea. I thought it was a fucking place. I really did, like Ocean Pacific place.
Did you ever listen to the song?
Final thought.
Yeah, you know me. No, I've literally said here that I don't listen to lyrics. I listen to the beat of the song, and the lyrics are just part of the beat.
Bro.
OPP, yeah, you know. Listen, OPP, yeah, you know me. As in this place, yeah, you know me there.
Oh my
You know,
God.
fuck y'all. I'm just, listen, y'all are here, and I'm up here.
There's some stuff that
Up
you
here.
need to go over before we do the
Wait,
next podcast.
You got to be out. I'm up here. I'm out of the screen. You guys are here. All right. Other people's
Yeah,
privates.
yeah. I think on that note,
Peace, everybody.
have a
Loudies
great-
out.
have a good one.
Howdy, loudies.